Hello, everybody. Welcome to Vintage Inspirations. Today we're having a lovely day here in Atlanta, Georgia. This weather's been amazing. We have like some cold nights, but other than that, it's been amazing. The daytime is like summertime. It's a little chillier today. Yesterday was like you could put on shorts. It was amazing. The good thing is, what I like about living in Atlanta, you could like barbecue, like for a long time through the winter because there's so many beautiful days. I don't barbecue though because I can't. It's too much work involved for me. I just can't. You have to get the grill ready, get the charcoal, light it and prepare you have to shop for the food, prepare the food. It's a lot, and then you have to clean up. So I don't like to leave my grill overnight. I know tons of people do, not me. I have to clean it as soon as the food's done. As soon as the flames go down and it cools off, I give it like anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour to cool off, and after that I have to go clean it. I think the last time I grilled for my family, really no one helped. So I said I'm not grilling again because if no one doesn't want to participate, talking about my children and my grandchildren, they are some of the laid back most people. They don't like to do like clean up chores and things like that. Some kids are like really fidgety. They love to help mom clean and prepare and things like that. My grandson, he does like to help prepare like the meat and the fish and stuff like that. He does like that in the kitchen. He likes to like, if you're gonna fry the fish, he likes to dip the fish in the flour. But that was so long ago because he's moved to Florida. My youngest daughter, she lives in Florida now, so I really don't see my two grandkids too much. She came last summer. Lately she's been pretty much attacking me to come visit her. I keep trying to explain to her it's so expensive to travel, and with my disability it's really not healthy for me to travel. The airport, it's a lot you have to go through, those lines, the traveling, especially here at Hartford's Atlanta airport. It's so long, and you have to go through a train just to catch the plane, and when you get up you have to walk far just to catch the train. And then when you catch the train, you have to walk to your destination to sit and wait for your plane. Like, that's a lot. You got to look for your terminal and all that. And my mind is so disoriented. It's a lot. I would love to go, but it's going to take some time. And right now I'm busy with YouTube. I'm trying to build the life that was taken from me from my surgery. So, um yeah, so she's not speaking to me right now, and but I do love her and my grandkids to death with all my heart. I love them, and I hope she understands why I can't just jump up and go travel. I know she does need my help, but she's the one that jumped up and moved to Florida. For because it's chaotic here in Atlanta, Georgia. In Georgia, period, it's really chaotic. There's so much hustle and bustle. So she's the one that moved to Tampa Bay for a better life, more relaxation, lounging on the beach, eating out at beautiful resorts and restaurants. Like, that was her choice. Excuse me. And then her dad ran behind her. He's there too. So he supports her. He brings her food all the time, for her and the kids. Because, grocery shopping is a lot. And she has a full-time job. And then she has to take care of the kids. So her husband is deceased. The kid's father, he's deceased. So it's just her. Um, and I know it's a lot on her, but she chose to move to Florida, and she can't expect somebody just to jump up and fly behind her. Like, it's not that easy. So if she was here, she'd have her sister to help her with her kids, and her sister loves her children, her niece and nephew. So she would keep them all the time, and I could keep them at least every other weekend and help with picking them up from school. I can't like be committed to picking them up from school, but I can help out every now and then. Because I don't like to be on no schedule. That's why I'm doing YouTube. I do not like a schedule. With my disabilities, you can't be on nobody's schedule because you will not meet the requirements. No, 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 no. With YouTube, it's when I got the energy to get out the bed. It's when I take pain pills and feel like pushing. Like you see, I didn't do my hair today. So, you know, um, maybe later I'll have the strength to do my hair. So next time you see me, maybe my hair will be done. But it's like that's why I did. That's why I decided to do YouTube, because I'm not on nobody's schedule but my own, and it works for me. And this is a lot. Like, um, I wanted to get up since early morning to do this video. Here it is afternoon. I finally got the energy after so many hours. Okay, so and I'm sitting, so I really don't have that much energy. Like, oh my gosh. Um, but anyway, leave your comments on what you think I should do with my daughter. Um, I begged her not to leave Georgia because I knew she would need the support group. You got to have a support group, especially when you're raising small children on your own. So it's really unbearable for her, and I understand, but she's got to stay strong. And sometimes you got to just make your kids sit down. They don't have to always be like playing and mommy this and mommy that. Mommy needs a break too. Like, 'cause I know that those kids overwhelm her. I know, and she spoils them rotten. And sometimes they got to sit down because mommy needs to rest. And yeah, and like I said, thank God her dad is there. He does everything for her and those kids. He loves and adores her and those children. It's nothing he like they there's no financial issues. He takes care of all of that, and then she works, so she's well taken care of. But sometimes finances is not what it's all cracked up to be. You need support groups and you need love. Yeah, well, I can't just, even if I went, how long can I stay? Like, even if I go, I can only stay for like what, a week? With my disabilities, I can't stay longer than a week. Even if I stayed 2 weeks, like I would be in so much pain and I'd have to come back home anyway. And it's not much I could do anyway. I was thinking of going because then I could film out there and I can't really do restaurants. Restaurants is not in my ballpark because it just puts me in another pain level. I don't sit there long enough, and it's just I struggle so in the social atmosphere. That's why I'm so comfortable in the thrift stores. Everybody stays to themselves. Everybody's so busy and engaging with what they're looking for inside the store, and if you do talk to someone, it's such a pleasant chat. Yeah. And most of the time when I'm chatting, if I'm standing, I only chat for a few minutes. When I want to chat for a long time, I normally take one of the seats in the chairs with the women. There's always a group of women back there, all nationalities, all ages. It's just amazing. The thrift stores. If I have to start a business, I would love to do like an antique shop. I would like a thrift store kind of, but more of a higher end. Yeah, because I would like mine would have to be so clean and serene and detailed, in my interior design box. So, but that was always been my dream to like open like an antique shop, yeah. Well, anyway, let's get. I hope everybody's doing well. And today we're gonna do macrame necklaces, and I've showed this already how you can wrap your gemstones or your rock or your glass. You can wrap whatever you want. Pendants, if you have a cute little pendant that doesn't have like the hook to be a pendant anymore, this is your solution. Because I just thought of that this morning when I was looking for this jewelry. I have a beautiful pendant, but it looks like the bail is kind of breaking off. And I was like, you know what, I could actually wrap that. So that's a great idea too. If you have a beautiful pendant that you would love, I mean brooch. Pendant, yeah, sorry. A beautiful pendant or brooch that you love and you can't wear because it's broke or damaged. You can actually do a macrame wrap. So let me show you how to do it. So I'll turn the camera around and then we'll get started. Okay. Um, I might have to look into another ring light with different positions because like I want to go like up and over, but it really doesn't go that high unless I'm not doing it right. Maybe have my daughter look at it next time she came. Okay, but I got my comfy pillow. I got two pillows, one on my back and one here. Okay, so I finally made it to my goose. Well, I forgot to tell you, remember this shirt? Remember that I left this shirt with the blue birds of happiness and the other little bird where I was able to get the one bird and I got the shirt. Yeah, the shirt was hanging on the rack. I forgot to tell you. They had put it back. Yeah, so somehow I left that bag in the cart. You know, like sometimes your bags go like underneath, and then you just grab the bag on top and grab one bag, and you're already exhausted from being in the store for how long, and so you just kind of grab things and you leave, and it got left in the cart. And I should know better because I've done this before, and so I always check my carts. But you get distracted and you forget. But this is the beautiful sunflower shirt that I had bought. Yeah, it wasn't in the home. Remember, I was like, "Where's my sunflower shirt?" But it was a blessing. So this was meant for me. I was so happy. Okay, so I made it to Michael's. It was too far for me. I had to get a friend to drive me. So by the grace of God, my friend needed me to do something for him yesterday, which was amazing. So then he drove me to Michael's. I was so happy. The guy, remember I videotaped in his house? Yeah. There's those beautiful collections. Man, you guys haven't seen anything. Yeah. I wish he would really let me in some of his rooms or some, he let me in one or two rooms, I think, that day. But excuse me, I'm so sorry. I've been sucking on cough drops all day, but finally made it to Michael's, and everything's so expensive. But I was able to purchase this because you can also wrap with this copper, but I'll do that in another show. And I had some too. Of course, I found it. It was an afterthought. I found it, but it's a different millimeter. And I bought this one. This is the leather cord. Remember I told you I need some leather cord. See this right here? This is the leather cord, the brown one. So, and I'm gonna teach you how to make this. You don't have to do the necklace part. You can put whatever necklace. You can put a sterling silver necklace on it, whatever you want. But I like it. I like the handcrafted look. So I bought this. They had bigger packs. They were like $49.99, and that was just a bit too much for me. So I bought a small pack, and hopefully that'll be enough. And then I didn't even know this was really what I wanted. So if I like this, and I'll go back and get that big pack for $49. And it does come with like 3 different colors. Yeah. I hate to buy something that expensive and I don't even know if I'm gonna like it. And then I bought this. So it was like this. I ripped it already. I took one off, which is right here. I think that's the one we're gonna use today. And it has 4 different widths of thread. You know, a large one. This is a 40 yard. This is a 10 yard. This is a 12 yard. And this is called cording nylon cord. And I don't even know if this is what I really needed. So I bought a small pack of that too. And that was like $20. That was quite high. You know what? And I saw these too. And I put these this was a thrifted. These yarns, I have this, and I have like 10 more. I got this at the thrift store in a bag. They were brand new for $4 and change. And they sold these 4 in a pack. It was like $39.99 at Michael's. I'm glad that I go thrifting because you can find your arts and crafts supplies and be done with it. Well, anyway, let's get started. Now, I wanna use this. I think will this work? Let me see. No, this one won't work. I think this one will work. I want to wrap this beautiful crystal with the raw little piece on the bottom. I think it'll sit because you have to have something where it can sit, where you can twist and turn and make your hoop to put your necklace on it. So I think I'll use this. I really, I would love to like do this, but I have to cut the top off. Yeah. So at some point I'm gonna have to get a stone cutter. And I also wanted to do one of my crystals, but they're just too long. And then like there's no place to put, it's too narrow at the top. They have to be cut. These can get cut right here, be perfect. So I'm gonna look into that. Excuse me, I might can find a place that can cut it for me. And this would be maybe you could do it this way, but I don't want to part with that. Remember the pieces that I'm making, I'm selling. So, okay, so this is what we got. You got your stone. And we're going to give this cord a go because it matches the white. Because normally when I do macrame, I use this, which is like macrame. String is vintage. There's a name for this. Remember I told you before, I don't know, but I've always called it like macrame string. And I got plenty of this stuff. This is what I made this one out of, the green one. But it doesn't pair with the white. It just doesn't do anything for it. So I'm going to try the black. So I'm glad that I did pick up the black. So you need 4 strings and they need to be long because you want to make sure you have enough to do what you need to do. Don't make it too long though, because it'll be hard to see this thing that I took off. It was tangly before I can get it off. The way they have this wrapped is it's not. It doesn't work because it's no starting point. So you have to take the whole thing off, and then look, I haven't even touched it, and it's all knotted up. So I don't think I'm gonna be buying that pack again unless it really does what I need it to do. And I'm trying to get 4 pieces, and it's so tangly. Okay, is that going to be the first piece? Let me see. Okay, I think I got 1 piece. And remember, you need to make your pieces long. Okay, so that's one. Let's get another one. And it needs to be a double strand. Yeah, 4 double strands. I hope I remember how to do this. Excuse me, I said I was going to watch a few tutorials online. I didn't remember to do that though, but I think I remember. If not, I'll just pause the camera and then find a tutorial. It's just that simple. That's what's so good about YouTube. You can just pause and do what you need to do and come back. Yeah, it's amazing. I hope some of you guys are starting your channel. If you do start a channel, let me know so I could subscribe. I don't know if I could support much because I'm so busy building mine. I think some of my subscribers might have channels. I really can't tell. I just don't know how much support I can give you right now. I guess I could chime in every now and then and give a like or something like that, but I really have to focus on this. And once you get started with YouTube, it kind of consumes you. So I was talking to that gentleman in the thrift store the other day. I kind of understand what he was saying. He was telling me that he doesn't want to start a channel because he goes thrifting all the time, and I was suggesting he start one. And he said he did try going fishing before. It didn't really do what it wanted to do, but he said if he was to start one now, it would just be too overwhelming because he would want to put his all into it, and you'd be dedicated once you get started. Yeah, so I kind of understand what he was saying. Okay, I think I got 4. I was busy yapping my mouth. I lost track. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's move this out the way. And I found this little thing. I got this in a grab bag one day. I'm not sure what it was. I know years ago people used to use things like that to smoke their cigarettes. You know, like the rolled up cigarettes. They used to use that. Yeah, but I don't know what this was. It had some wires coming out. I don't know, but I knew I could use it. Like you need something to hold tight. You know, like a clamp. So I kept it, but I may need it. I may not. But I pulled that out. Okay, so let me show you. So I'm going to show you one, and I have 4. So see, it's 2 ends, and then you have this side is closed. Okay, so I have 4 of these, and like I said, make them long. So we're going to get started with the first one, okay? And this is kind of tedious, so you just got to stay focused and take your time because they kind of can get tangled up together. So you just got to take your time. So what you want to do is this is going to be your base to support your stone. So you want to make sure that it won't fall through. So you have to kind of measure. I normally don't measure. I can kind of just eyeball it, but I have to show you. So, right. Okay, so I'm going to do it make the hole like that. I think that'll do it, as long as it's narrow enough. And then you just make a knot. Just a regular, round, and you pull the cords through. Just a regular knot. Oops. And then you hold your circle, and then just try to get it to where you wanted it. I don't know if that's tight enough. Let me see. Yeah, I think that'll be perfect. I think that'll hold it. Okay. So got your first knot, and then what you need to do is the cords, put that to your left or your right, however you want to start it. And then we're going to add another one in. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, Lord. I'm going to pause. I'll come back. I'm going to get a cough drop. Okay, I'm sucking on it, but I can't talk and have a cough drop in my mouth at the same time, but I'm going to give it a try. Okay, why did I move the camera? Oh, no. Okay. Okay. So the object is we have to put we got 3 other strings. Remember we have 4 strings, so this is one. So we got to put one directly. See this knot here? We got to put a knot directly across from it. So we're going to take that first string. Oops. Sorry, guys. And you do the same thing. You make the ends even and then pull. And then you have your round end. This string is really slippery. Okay, so what you do is you put it through the hoop. And then you have the circle. See, and then you just push this through. I'm going to do this 2 more times so you should get it. You see that? And then you just pull it tight. That's called a loop loop, I think. A loop is just a loop. And then you see one is east and one is west. And then we're going to do north and south with the other 2. Let me put it down so you can see. Let me lower this camera just a bit so you can be in a little closer. Yeah, that's better. All right. So you see how I have it? And make sure that they're even on each side. Just pull it and kind of even it out. So now I'm going to get my 3rd string and do the same thing, even the ends. Now watch, take a little loop like that. So now we did east and west, now we're going to do north and south. So you put it up, make a circle, and then you just push the string through. And then you just pull. So this is not a knot, this is just a loop. See, and then it just loops right on there. Yeah, and it has to be in the center, it has to be north. So you want them all even, east, west, north, and south. Okay, now we're going to do north, the one on the top. We're going to the North Pole now. And let me show you one more time. So you go under that string, see that? And you make your circle, circles right there. See my fingers is in it? And I'm just going to pull the strings out. And then just pull. So let me show you what we have. And you got to try to make this, make sure it's all evened out. And that's why you don't make a knot. You make a loop so then you could maneuver it around the original loop. Okay, see that? Okay, it's just a circle or square or whatever shape you got. Okay, so now we got to build the macrame going up. So, going to separate your strings, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's move this out the way. So each string is going to get a mate. So open out all your strings. See how I have them all open out? And we're going to crisscross. So you see these 2 strings go together, but they're going to pair with the one next to it. So that one goes with that one. This one goes with this one. So we're like a crisscross. And then this one goes with this one. And then this one goes with this one. So each set is combining with another set. And then you grab the 2 you just make a knot. Why are they so uneven? Oh no. Okay, wait, something ain't right. One is shorter than the other. That's right, because they're different. I forgot, because you're mixing. That's kind of too short. No, it's not. Okay, perfect. So you grab the two, and then you just make a regular knot. Go over, and then you just bring them under. It's going to be two strings to come back through. Make sure you grab the right ones. Like I said, it gets a little confusing. And then you pull the strings through. Wait. I even got mixed up. Wait. Wait a minute. Did I? Oh, no, I didn't. It's good. Okay. Looks like I got 3 strings in here, though. Yeah, I did. I borrowed a 3rd string some kind of way. Okay, let's just take it out. I got an extra string caught in there by mistake. Okay. So it's best just to, I'm just going to move. I was trying to show you, but I'm going to have to move them out the way so that doesn't happen again. So just kind of just move those out the way. In fact, you can use something to hold them down. So there's the 2. Make a little clamp like that. And then just make a knot. And my string is really long. That's the problem that I'm having. It's really, really long. And then you pull it through. It is just a regular knot. Don't make the knot yet. Just kind of push it up in there until you get to where you think it needs to be. Then that's when you're going to tighten it up. Okay. You see how I did that? It's just a knot. That's all it is. Okay, now you're going to do the same with the other one. So you're going to grab the next one. It's best to move those out the way so they don't get in your way. And then we're going to do the same thing with the next 2. Just going to grab it and make a knot. I really made my string too long. I'm going to cut some off because it's just too long. I can't even grab it to get it to come through. And I'm just making regular knots at this point. That's all I'm doing. It's just difficult because the string is not firm enough and it's long. Okay, there's my other knot. And then you just keep going around. Remember, you're grabbing one from each side. You're not taking like, okay, let me show you. You're not doing 2 like that. Those 2 go together. No, you're putting this one with the neighbor, like I showed you at the beginning when we started this. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to make one with this string again. This string is just too loose and it's just coming loose and it's hard to kind of maneuver. So I'm just trying, at this point, I'm trying to make the best of it. But I would recommend you have to get something firmer like this. And I'm just making a regular knot. Everybody knows how to do that. Just don't make it tight till you get to the position that you want to position it. Then you pull it and make it tight. Okay. We have one more set to go. And then I'll show you what it looked like. But it's all unraveling. See that loop that we made? For some reason it doesn't want to stay tight. This string is really loose. So I didn't know if I would like it or not. That's why I bought a small pack. So I'm glad I did. Because, I mean, it won't work for hardly any projects if it won't even work for this one. Okay, then we have 2 strings left, and we've done it 3 times already. This is the 4th time. And let me cut this one a little bit too. I hope I don't regret cutting it, but it's just so long. Okay. And you go around and make sure each one is tight enough. See, now those knots are fine. It's the inside that's unraveling. You see the little loops that we made on the inside? They're unraveling because that string is just too thin. Okay, so with that, you know, I could use this. I could have just made a knot before I did the next process, but I didn't know it was going to unravel. But that's all you would have to do. You know, we made the loops, the east, west, north, and south. Once you loop it, then just put a knot, and then that'll stop. See, wouldn't see how it's opening right here? It wouldn't open because it would be have a knot. So that's all we would have to do. So we could use this string, yeah. Okay, so now we're going to just repeat that process. Let me lay it back out for you so you see what I'm doing. So again, we have sets of strings. Everyone has a twin. And we're going to just overlap again with the neighbor. We're going to do the same technique. It's so simple. Just building upwards. Okay, so you see these two go together? So you just take this one and go with it, grab a neighbor. Just grabbing a neighbor. And then that one will grab a neighbor. These two will grab a neighbor. And then this one will grab a neighbor. Excuse me. So you see you're going to have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to make another knot. And you can measure. You know, you're supposed to measure, but I'm sure whatever we're going to do is going to support it. So you do the same step. You grab the 2 neighbors and you make a knot. It gets really tedious. This lady taught me this a couple years back. And it was funny because when she taught it to me, she was shocked that she taught it to me one time and then I got the string and did it. She couldn't believe it. She said, everybody that she teach, they never even learn it. I said, it's so simple though. They just weren't paying attention. And you see how I pushed it gently and then I'll tighten it once I know I got it where I need it to go. And then you tighten that knot. Yeah. Okay. All right, so then we're going to go with another set of neighbors, which is these guys right here. It's so tedious. This thing here is hard because you need like a second hand almost. Yeah. I've really been putting this video off. It's really tedious. You just you gotta just be patient and take your time like we're doing. Oh no, that's too low. I need to make it tighter. If your knot is not where it is, just open it up and then push it up where you need it to be. doesn't want to go where I want it to go. I want it to be tighter, so let me just open it back up. Okay. All right, got that one done. And then now we got two more to go. See, we got two strings there and two strings there. The other two been done already. I guess this is how spiders have to make their webs. Wow, that's a tedious job they have to do. They work all day and night, right? Even the bees with the honeycomb. Have you ever seen a spider make a web? It's beautiful. I mean, of course, when you find them in your attic and they're old and crusty, it's not a beautiful sight. But if you can catch a new, fresh one, it's amazing. Okay, after this one, we're going to turn it upside down and you can see what we're building. Okay, let me show you. Oh, kind of turned itself inside out, but I don't know what was it inside out? I don't even know. I'm lost at this point. Okay, maybe it was that way. All right. See, we're building like a cage to hold the piece. Isn't that gorgeous? So let's put the rock in just to make sure it fits. If it's too tight, then we'll just put something else in there. Because like I said, I never worked with this kind of string. When the lady taught me, she had a leather string, but it was real thin. And actually, I kind of thought this was leather in the store, but it wasn't. But it's going perfect. See how that's going? Looks perfect. We're going to do another row because we need another row. I mean, you can actually, actually we can just tie it at this point. I think that looks perfect. We don't need another row. And we just tie it off. I think I love it. Okay. So we're done. I thought we had to make another row, but thank God I'm glad I measured because I don't want to have to make another row for nothing. Oh, I need to get that, so let me pause. Okay. So, am I recording? Yes. All right. So once you get to this point, you're going to grab all the strings together and you're going to have to make a knot with all of them. So you grab them all together. See how they all lined up together? And just try to, and that's why I knew I would need this little clip thing, a clamp rather, so I can hold it for me. Like I said, this is really tedious. So maybe if you have your husband or your kids, they can hold that, but you got to make a knot with this, with all the strings, one knot, okay? So you got to get them to go. Like I said, this string is really, really flimsy. I don't like it at all, but I've already started, so need not to complain. I'm going to take that clamp off, and I'm going to try to squeeze. You want to get this as tight as to the stone as you can. So try not to make it too tight before you get there. See, I don't want it to get tight yet. It's getting too tight because it's not where I need it to be. I'm going to pull some more back out. This has to be really tight. And all the strings have to be on the same, like, okay, I think I got it now. Then now I'm going to push and tighten it real tight. So like I said, just take your time and you can get it done. Okay, so I think this looks beautiful. Oh no, whoever buys this, they're going to be in love with it. But I don't know, I kind of wish they had this string. I knew I wouldn't be able to find it. Like I said, this is vintage string. I know they got to sell it. Oh, probably Amazon may have it. I didn't check them. But you need a thicker. And see, this The next one might be, because this is a different centimeter, but it's still that soft. Yeah. They didn't really have what well, I wanted this in black. Okay, so you see the knot, and then we're going to go to the next step. Let me just make sure this is tight. For some reason, it really just doesn't want to it doesn't want to tighten up. I'm pulling a string, is so flimsy. Okay, what I'm going to do is just open these up like you would do a regular knot, and then just pull to give it that tight and fit. All right. And this is a beautiful piece of crystal. Beautiful. Okay, so now we got a few more steps we got to do. You want to take the one left and one right, and like kind of get the ones that's on the outside, and you're going to have your center, the ones in the center, you're just going to leave them straight like that. So we got one left and one right. And we're going to build like a channel now that's coming up. So, because that's going to be your bell. So you take one, you make like a little C. Can you see that? Like a little C. And then you take the other one, and you're going to go under. See this? Okay, that's the C, and then that's the string from the C. You're going to go under that string and then up and through. And I'm going to do this several times so you get to see. And then you just pull. And that's your first loop. And you're going to push it in there and make sure it's nice and snug and tight. Then you're going to do the same thing with the opposite one. You're going to make a C here. Remember, these stay straight. In fact, let's put the clamp on this piece to hold them straight, because this string is so soft. Okay. So you're going to make a C on that side. The other string, remember, so it goes underneath, goes under there. Wait, sorry, I went the wrong way. It goes underneath and then through the C. And then you just pull. Okay, and I'll show you what we're building in a minute. And you just keep going. But you got to remember the reverse sides. And then this goes underneath and then through. And if anybody can't get this and you need me to do it again, just let me know and I'll just do another video. It's so simple. So there's the C. You go under and then you bring it through the hole. And then you grab two strings and you pull. And if you could remember, you used to do things like this with those wire strings. Remember you were a lot younger? And I don't know if that was where you live, but where I live, we used to make them for like keychains, or like we used to make bracelets out of them or rings. That was called macrame too. We just didn't call it macrame. It was something else. Well, I forgot what side we was up to. I think we're on this side. And it doesn't matter if you do the same side twice. It's still going to come out. So you go under and through the circle, and then you pull the two strings. And sometimes if you do it wrong and it doesn't look, you realize it didn't do what you needed it to do, you just take it out and do it over, because that happened to me before. Okay. This little clamp is not even really working. Oh, this string is flimsy. It barely wants to hold. Okay, again, I'm going to show you again. You make your C. Okay, let's move this one out the way. You see you have that one string. You make your C. See how I'm making a C right there? See that? And then with this string, you take the end and you go under, through the back and out the C, and then you just pull the two together. And you see we're building. It's like a little bridge. Yeah. So you want to build enough where you could bend it and it turns into two. I forgot what side we're on again, and I think it was this side. So you make your C, and then here's the other string. You go under this one, under that one, and through the back and up the circle, and then you just pull. So easy, so easy. And then you pull, but of course the string, so flimsy, it barely works, but we're getting through it. Okay. I hope everybody's enjoying this. You know, I love to share things. And I'm shocked that I'm remembering. I'm shocked because I thought I was going to have to actually pause and Google because I'm shocked I'm remembering. But I am. Wow. I mean, you can't forget things like this. It's just like riding a bike, you can't forget. Once somebody teaches you and you've done it a million times. Remember, I had children, so we did arts and crafts all the time, and we did these type of things, so can't forget. I know sometimes I try to do things with my grandkids, and I did forget. We just use Google. Google is so helpful. Because one time we were doing like Valentine hearts, and I forgot how you make your heart and cut it out and it forms into like a folding card. So I had to Google it. And as soon as I Googled it and watched it for 2 seconds, I remembered right away. I didn't even have to finish the whole video. So, okay, now this might just be enough. Let me see. See, it has to be enough we could bend backwards. Maybe one more. You don't want your loop too big. So. That might just work. That might be big enough. You see that? See that how it turns into a loop? It's like a little bridge. Yeah. Okay, so then you just have to make a knot. So we're going to stop at this point, and we're just going to make a knot. And then we're going to fold it over. Fold your little bridge that you just made over. And then those same strings that you used to make that, you're going to bring those around the front. Leave the other ones hanging back. You're going to bring those around the front. You're going to make another knot in the front to grab it all together and support it. So I'm going to lay him down and then just pull. Okay. And to secure it, I'm going to make another knot. All right, so we're pretty much done now. Isn't that gorgeous? See, you got your loop there to put your string. Okay, and then you want to turn it back over, and you want to grab all these together and make another knot all together. And so we're pretty much done. We're going to make the necklace too. And like I said, you don't have to make a necklace. You could use sterling silver necklace or whatever you have, pewter, stainless steel, anything. And we want this knot right here to be really tight to the piece. So you got to get it in there as tight as you can. Really tight. If it's not tight, I'm going to have to take it out and redo it because it has to be really tight. This is what's securing the whole thing together. And so I'm going to just pull each individual string just to make sure it's all tight. So to make sure it's all tight, you just pull each one to make sure that knot, this is the last knot. And I don't burn mines. Yeah, I don't even have a light. You know, I do have lighters and matches because I have a first aid kit, like a safety basket in case the lights blow out. And so I have candles and lighters and matches and stuff like that. I do have some matches. And actually, I collect some vintage matches. I guess they're in the first aid kit because I haven't seen them in a long time. Okay, so we're done now. And secure that once again. You could even do another knot. Maybe I will. So I'm going to separate like 4 and 4 and try to make it make sense. Try to use 4 that are like side by side, so because you want your knot to be thin as possible. I'm going to make one more knot. Then we're going to just cut it. And I don't think you could burn this anyway. So, because, the lady taught me she used some leather. It was a leather thin cord, so she burnt her ends. Yeah. So, okay, now that's not going anywhere. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. You could even put a little bead here and let it dangle. Well, that's the back, so I guess you can't do that. But if you want it, you could bring the string around the front and you can put a little bead and let it dangle, or another piece of gemstone. I mean, this project here is endless. Okay, so I'm going to cut it not that close, but you don't want it too far out. I mean, not too far out, but you don't want it too close where it unravels. And then you can use glue too. They have glue that you can buy from Michaels. It's quite expensive. Like I said, I really can't spend money for YouTube. I have a lot of bills and um I have to be careful what I purchase. So I didn't want to purchase the glue. It was like, oh, they wanted $39 for one little tube. I said, that's okay. So what you can do is get the glue. It's a bonding glue, and it should have a little needle on the end where you can just dab some glue on it. Not like a big hole where when you squeeze it gets all over your stone. No. It's like a little needle. Or you can just burn these right there. But I doubt if this is going to come out because I did all those double knots. It should be okay. And if I sell this, whoever gets it, I guess you could, glue it, or I can just glue it. You could even use something like this, anything that's going to secure. In fact, I have some crazy glue, so when I'm done with the video, I'll set some crazy glue in there, and then overnight it'll set up, and then that's the done deal. So we're all done. I hope you enjoy. It looks beautiful. And you see how you made your little hoop? Isn't that gorgeous? Yes. So we're going to get some string. What color should we use? Let me see. What will match? Maybe I think that'll be nice because like a earth tone. I did love this white with the green and that one. That I loved it that. But this is a different. That was a green stone. I'm not sure. I have so many to choose from. I even have more colors. Mm, mm, I'm confused. I don't know which one. I even have some of this. This is really macrame string, which you would make a macrame plant, and I know how to make those too. And that might be a 2-day video though. That's a lot of work, but I've made that before. That's why I have this string. This was left over from that project. I did that with my grandkids one summer, and then we hung them on the porch and went to the home improvement and bought some small plants. It was such a great project. I'm trying to see which one would pair nice with this black. Um, let's see. It's going to be one of these beige ones. And I don't know how you open this. Oh, okay. It's right there. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe the white one will just go. Yeah, I actually like the white, so we're gonna go with the white. I did try to do a different color, but like I said, I love this combination. It's gorgeous. The white with the brown. That's why I bought the brown leather cord. Excuse me so much. I'm so sorry. My throat is dry. I made tea this morning. I didn't have any lemon or honey though. I didn't put milk in it because I know that would make it worse. So I just had a little of that mint tea that I make. I think I need some chamomile or something like that. Okay, you just double them up. And then we're going to push them through that hole. Oh, I think we better get the white one in first because it's so soft. Oh, it's unraveling. Oh no, I don't know. Seems like it wants to unravel, but okay, I think I got it now. Because I know I made the hole big enough. My goodness. And then the leather cord should go in with no problem. You should leave some space for me. Come on. Okay, there we go. And then get it to the center. You know, make the ends even, or at least even enough. And then you're just going to twist. I mean, you can even leave it like that if you want, but I like to twist. It looks so cute. And of course, this is not the same leather cord that I had. Yeah, it's hard to find the same. You know, the stuff that I had previously is mostly like vintage stuff. This modern stuff is so cheaply made. Now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't even look as beautiful as the one I had, but it's what I bought. So, and I'm glad. See, that's why I'm glad I bought a small one. I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. I'm gonna have to find another. You know what? I can probably get this stuff at Sam Flax, that arts and crafts store that I go to. Duh, I didn't think of that. They have a much wider selection. But I always buy these things from Michael. That's why I knew to go to Michael's. But now that I'm thinking about it, because this is not even. Okay, let me show you the difference. Let me push the camera up. Can you see the difference? It's just totally different. Mine's is wider. It is more decorative. It's more beautiful looking. Yeah. Okay. We're almost done. Oh. And it doesn't really want to twist like mine. Mine's is more givable. This one's more firmer. So, excuse me, I got to go to Michael's anyway. I got to get some boards to make the front of that dollhouse. I need to go ahead and get that done. I'm not really not in the mood anymore for a dollhouse. That has to, you have to be in the mood because I'm so busy thrifting now. I love thrifting. You get me thrifting, I don't want to do anything else. And the only reason I'm not thrifting today because I'm just too weak. Otherwise, I'd be doing that today. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. I have no complaints. Um, Even with the pain. I gotta get back to that gym too. That's a whole nother thing. I know they're looking for me. I paid and never came back, but I'll get in there. I wanted to go to the gym, but my friend needed me to do him something, so yeah, that was yesterday. So I was supposed to went to the gym yesterday. Okay, so there's your necklace, and then you can just tie it off, make a knot. It's nothing special. Just tie it off and make a knot, and then you just cut it. And you know how to do that, but I'm just showing you. Let me, I guess I'll put it on the mannequin so you can see it a little better. And Michael's had some mannequins, but they were cheaply made. My goodness. I like this one that I have. It's so sturdy, and then it has these clips, but one of the clips broke off, which I'm so sad because it holds it in place. See the one on this side? I guess I can kind of make one. Wow, I love it. I hope you guys enjoy. I think it came out beautiful. I think I'm going to change the string though because this leather cord is totally different from the one I have. It's not bendable like mine. So this one's just going straight up. You see it? It's not twirling like the white yarn. Like you see this one, this leather cord twirls. Yeah. And this one's not twirling, just going straight up. So it's kind of looking a little weird. Okay, let's change the cord. Let's figure something else out so we can make it look nice. I don't like the way that looks. You see that? I just don't like it. It could have been the choice of colors too. I'm not sure, but I just don't like it. So that's okay. Just unravel it. Let's do something else. So I might could even take this back. Yeah, I'm gonna take it back. Oh, I won't be able to get back to that store. It's so far. I think I'm gonna be stuck with it. You know what though? I'll be able to use it for another project, I'm sure. Yeah. So I'll just wait a while. Okay. So let's see what we're gonna do. Hmm. I wonder if that will look nice. That might go. This beige. Can you see? Yeah, maybe the beige. Yeah, maybe we'll do the macrame, the two beiges together. Okay, we'll give that a shot. And I haven't told you, but you see how I cut these pieces off? I haven't been throwing them out for every project that we do. I save them, I have them in a bag. When I get enough, I'm going to put them in the Ziploc bag, and then I'm going to label them scraps, and I'm going to donate them. And someone who's doing projects that need scraps like this, they will purchase it. Yeah. Okay, now these are going to be hard to get in because they're both soft. So let's twist the ends. You know what? I was wondering maybe I should just use the same black string that I used to make the project with. That might even look nice. We're gonna try this. If this doesn't look nice, we'll try the black string. Mm. It's hard to get it through because it's so soft. Okay, I think I got it. Yep, I got it. Wonderful. Yeah, I think that looks much better. Yes, much better. Wow, much better. Okay. So this was a dud. And what about I bought that big pack for $49 or was it 69? I forgot already. Yeah, it was three colors. It was beige and then you can choose blue or green. You know, each pack was had different colors. I'm so glad I didn't purchase it. I know I liked the brown and the one that I made, so that's why I chose that brown one, but it's not givable. I need a leather cord that's givable. Especially for this type of when you're making when you need a leather cord for a necklace, it needs to be soft and givable. This is so tough. Hmm. That's how they make it now. Maybe I'm just not used to it because I've never worked with it. I was blessed that I had that piece left. And when you get those grab bags, when you find leather cords, keep them because those are the good ones. The other day in that grab bag, I found a leather cord on that little plug. You know, it's like a plug pendant. Um, and I was gonna take that cord off, but I think I'm gonna sell that, so I'll leave it as is. But that's a beautiful, beautiful leather cord on there. Okay, so I'm loving the way this looks, much, much better. And I think you guys will agree. I'm not gonna make the knot. Well, I guess I will because it needs to hang. Yeah. Like I said, it's nothing special. The reason why I'm not going to make the knot because whoever buys it, they can have enough cord to make it to the length that they want it. So isn't that much more beautiful? I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, I think I'm going to wear this. No, I can't because it's soft. It's soft string, and I don't want to, put my sweat on it or something. I want to sell it brand new, yeah. Because you can't, like, wash this, Yeah. It's not like, it's a necklace and I can wear it and you can just wash it when you get it. So I'm not going to wear this. Oh, that's okay. I can make me one. I have this piece here. I can make me one. Oh, this is so beautiful. I hope you guys enjoy. I love it. I love doing projects with you guys. I love it. And this was that other one that I made. This is beautiful. I'm not selling this one. That's why I didn't make it on camera. This is mine. I will be wearing it. Yes. And I didn't make that bridge on this one. I just looped it up and cut it. Sometimes you could put the knot here and it gives it a cute effect. I liked it that. So there's all different ways you can do these. And we also use this bridge technique when I'm going to be making some I have it right here. I'll just show you some of these little beads, the shells. I'm going to be making bracelets and necklace, and we'll do the same kind of bridge, similar bridge technique on this. Yeah. So that's why I pulled all these out. So that'll be another video. Stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm not going to tie the back, so whoever purchases that, they can tie it. They might want it long or short. I don't know. Sometimes you can mess up. If you have something like this, and you make a knot too short, and that person who wants to buy it may not buy it because it may just be too short. So I'd rather just leave it. I just put like a little tie right there, and I'll just sell it like that. Yeah. I wanted to do another one, but I don't know what else. Or maybe I can just do this. I wanted to show you this. Let me see my time. I think we're good on time. You know those pieces? That was my cough drop. You know those pieces that we got from the, let me clean up some of my mess. I hate to be on camera with a mess. Those pieces that we got from the grab bag. You can still see the mess. Okay, it's hidden now. Yeah. Okay. You know the pieces that we got from the grab bag. And I want to show you how I get my beads. You see? So piece of tiger's eye. Do I have a box thing? Oh, no, I didn't bring one. I guess I could pour something out, but nevertheless, I want to show you. So you need a pair of sharp pliers or wire cutters. And then you just cut. And see, there's your gemstone. This looks like coral. Yeah, that's a piece of coral. I didn't even notice that till just now. It's just one. I wish it were two. And you just pull everything off, and then you put aside what you want to keep. Because I always talk about where I get my a lot of my gemstones from, and this is just where I get it from. And then to make it easy, you can just cut so you don't have to pull it all the way down. Yeah. And see these little bitty guys? You can collect those too. You need a small sandwich bag and just put them in there. And they're actually beautiful. They're like copper, so I'm going to keep these because they're really beautiful. And they charge a lot for that in the stores. So I saw some yesterday in there. Okay, now let me show you what I have. I'm going to get all my tiger's eye. And so this will go to my tiger's eye collection. So you see that? And that's how you collect. You just keep doing it and doing it. I mean, of course I bought gemstones, of course, from a collector, But from time to time, this is what I added as well. And that's why I have so much. So, okay, here's my jar right here. My brown stones. See, there's a lot of tiger's eye right there. So I just open that up. and add that in it. Perfect. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I wiped all these down with an alcohol wipe prior. Yeah, prior. And then I have a piece of amber. It's a piece of amber. So that actually that can go into the same jar because it's all brown. Even though I keep my amber separate, but I'll put that there. And this is a piece of coral, so I'll go with my coral. And then you have these beautiful, like amber color or golden glass faceted beads. This will go in my vase with my glass. And you've seen that big jar that I have. And I'll just go in there. So when you find pieces like this in grab bags or even at the thrift store, don't discard them because you can use them. This was like a project piece. Even though it's gorgeous, I don't know if anybody would be interested. You know what? This is kind of pretty. I was going to cut this and use the stones because some beautiful stones, but I think I'm going to leave it. I actually like it. Yeah, I'm going to leave that. In fact, I need to find a pendant for it and I can sell that. It's beautiful. It's giving me like a sea ocean vibe. So I'm going to leave. I changed my mind on that. But this one here, this is those terahertz beads. They're like magnetic. So I'll cut this and then I'll keep all these little beads. See how beautiful it is? Nice facet on it. Beautiful. And there's some metal beads. You can keep those if you want. The little pearls, you can keep those if you want. And this was a beautiful, beautiful stone. It was only one earring. So, yeah, I didn't throw it out. I'm going to keep that stone. That's a beautiful bead. You see that? Gorgeous. All you do is rip it apart. In fact, you know, I'm going to wait on this. Because I intend to buy another bag from that guy. Sometimes when you buy bags back to back, you find the matches to the earrings. So I'm going to hold on to this till I get a couple more bags from him. And then if I don't find it, then I'll go ahead and break it apart. But all, because these are cute, I wouldn't mind wearing them. Like, they're really gorgeous. You see that? That stone is gorgeous. It's beautiful. But all you would do is just cut it out. And then just add the stone to your stone collection. That's all you do. Or your glass collection. And this one, I was thinking of we could maybe make some like this because I have all these accessories. So I'm going to keep this the way it is so I can use it for reference. But if I was going to cut it, I would definitely keep that beautiful glass bead. You see that? And I have so many like it. And then these pearls, I would keep those too. Of course, these are artificial pearls, but when you're crafting, it really doesn't matter unless, you know, you want real pearls and you just use your real pearls. But some crafts use fake pearls. And they even have some little glass faceted beads on here that can go into your glass too. And then they have some metal beads. So that's how you do it. And the one that we chopped up, it had these, but these are cheaply made, so I'm going to throw these out. I don't like to keep beads like that. I like sterling silver beads or high quality beads. So these look like some of them are tarnished, so we're going to throw these out. Yeah. But I will be keeping these little copper beads. They're beautiful. You see that? They are gorgeous. And we'll do a project with that. Yeah. Eventually, I'm going to get into smaller beads with my needle. We'll make like necklaces, bracelets, you know. Just that's more tedious. So that's why I'm leaving that to another year or the end of the year. But we're going to definitely get to it. I'm going to have my supplies so I don't have to spend money. I got this book over here. And this is the guy who sold me the the grab bag. This is his book. And I was looking at it, but he had to go, so he told me just borrow it. So I said, wonderful. I can show it to my viewers. Of course, it's vintage. It's an antique, rather. It says Treasures of Art, Stained Glass, or York Minster, a studio publication. Isn't that beautiful? A studio publication? Wow. It's beautiful. So, have a little damage back here. But other than that, it's kind of in great condition. So let's open it up and see what's inside. And stained glass is what's in your window. So I'm guessing this was like a template. Yeah, I'm guessing it was like a template. To maybe sell or showcase what they were selling. Wow, look at that. Look how beautiful that opens up. Remember those type of books when we were younger? They don't make stuff like that anymore. Let's see what's inside. I haven't looked at it yet. I looked at one or two pages and so you see it has that mold growing. So normally when I buy books and they have this mold growing, what I do is I wipe it gently with alcohol pads, not the wipes, the pads, and then I let it stay open for like a couple of hours and let it dry. Because once you put alcohol to it, it tends to stop the mold that's growing. The mold is growing because there's a bug in here. It's a bacteria. So that alcohol will kill it right away. And this is really, really damaged. You see that? But nevertheless, it's intact and it's beautiful. So I'm going to call him and ask him if he wants me to wipe this down in alcohol. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. But it's good to do a test because some material don't do well with alcohol. So it's good to do a test somewhere in the corner somewhere and give it like 20 minutes. And it normally doesn't damage the spot, the pages. Well, this is a beautiful book. I'm loving it. So it says, printed and engraved in Great Britain. Wow. By Herbert Raich. I'm so sorry. I'm sick. What's the date on here? I don't see a date. It should be here. I don't see a date. Okay, we'll look in the back. Maybe there's a date in the back. It should be here, but it's not. My throat is getting worse. Where's the cough drop? So I have to get up to get it. Okay, let's just try to get through this. I'm so sorry. Maybe you can just turn the volume down if it's bothering you and just look at the pages. Okay, was that the date? No, I don't see a date. They talk a lot about New York and stuff. Okay, here's the date. So it says plate 1. Wow, 1190 to... Oh, this is an old book. Wow. I mean, I can't even read it. It's so old. It says 1190 to 1200. This is an old book. And then you see the beautiful stained glass. So look how they come up. And I've seen this one. It's just beautiful. So they just showing it to you, but it's just beautiful. I don't know, can you see that? I hope you're getting a good shot. Of course you can't see what I'm seeing because I'm in person, but it is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful book. It's a good find. This is why we go to thrift stores. It's a great find. But this book has a lot of mold growing, so got to be careful because the pages will start deteriorating. And then plate 2 says from 1250 to 1260, so I guess we're moving up in the dates. And then here's that one. That is gorgeous. Wow. It's beautiful. This is what you see in like old buildings, like Tudor style buildings. Mostly they're churches or castles. This is what you see. And now we're up to 1380. I hope no bugs don't come out of here because I have my pillow right here. Maybe I better move it. Because, you know, a lot of times books like this, they have mites. It's in the puzzles, too. I explained that before. Wow, this one is gorgeous. Can you see that? Wow, it's like some religious nobles or noblemen. Just beautiful. Wow. And then we're up to 1350, 1315. Wow, this is a long one. It's gorgeous, beautiful. And if you can, I don't know if you can see, but there's like images in all of these. Beautiful. And this one is 1310 to 1320. This is an old book. I didn't realize it was that old because I didn't read the dates when I was standing there outside talking to the man. Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Okay, what's the date? I missed the date on this one. This is the 1400s. South Isle of the Chore, third from the west. King Manasha. Oh, this is King Man. Oh, I didn't realize that they was telling who was in the murals. I didn't realize that. So that's Kim Manasha. That is beautiful. Well, okay, now you know I got to go back now and see. So I want to know who was the noblemen, the three noblemen. Let's see who they were. I didn't realize that because I haven't been reading. Oh, Saints Stephen, Christopher, and Lawrence. Oh, that's who that was. So that's Saint Christopher, Stephen, and Lawrence. That's who those three men were. Wow. Okay, so we'll read from here on out. Is there any more? Yeah, there's more. Oh, this is beautiful. And now we're going to have the marriage of Zebedah and Salon, 1425 to 1430. See, before I was so busy reading the date, I didn't even notice they're telling you who's on the plate. Wow. And I'm really smelling that mold now, so you could spray it with a hint of Lysol too, and that will kill the bacteria from growing too. So this is marriage of Zabidi and Salome. Wow. Oh, okay. And you see they have the priest there to marry them. That's beautiful. Okay, so this is the wife, and this is the husband. See, they're holding hands, and I guess this is the pastor. And then you have maybe his best man or a minister, who knows, but it's beautiful. And then we have Palinus, 1426 to 1432. Palinus. Wow, look at Palinus. Beautiful. Wow, this is beautiful. Interesting book. This very extremely interested. Wow. And then it talks about, oh, it was a jacket. I didn't even realize that. It was a book jacket. I didn't realize that. I thought they just made it like that. So it's actually a book jacket. It goes over. Is there any picture in the back? No, no picture back there. What does it say here? It says The World's Masters. This series of little monographs, each with a vivid critical essay by Anthony Petron, short biography and bibliography, and 24 reproduction of representative works, has already proved its popularity throughout the world. And then they have a list of 1 to 20. Gainsborough, Rubens, Duray, Velasquez, El Crico, Cezanne, Derma, Goya, Picasso, Matisse, Gauguin, Van Gogh, Manat, Monet. Oh, these are artists. Renoir, Raphael, Bruegel, Razuo, Constable, and Turner. Yeah, those are all amazing, amazing artists. They're masters. Yes, masters. Wow, it's amazing. So this is their work that we just saw. Mm, this is a beautiful book. I'm gonna see if he wants to sell it. You know, I love stuff like this. And then they have a few poems in the back. I'm not gonna get into that. I know I'll be boring you. So this actually goes here. Yeah, like that, which is good because it would have got that mold on it. So I'm going to put it back to prevent it from getting the mold because there's mold on this first page. So the name of it is, okay, now I get it. Stained Glass of York Minster, Treasures of Art. Yeah, it's made by Treasures. It's a beautiful book. Can you see it has like a beautiful column? What is this called? I forget the name. It's a name when you have a thing that goes up like that with an arch. I guess it's called an arch. Yeah, an arch. And you have your beautiful keystone right here. It's beautiful. This is all architecture right here. You have your column here. It's gorgeous. So there's two columns on each side, which makes an arch. And then you have your keystone on top. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous book. And it's a studio publication. Wow. I'm sure he didn't pay but a couple dollars for it, you know? Yes. So keep going thrifting and keep picking up beautiful, unique items like this. I've never seen this before. I saw something similar, but not, this is a older publication. It is amazing. With that said, God bless. And I need to go make me some more tea, but I got to do an order first for some lemon and honey. Yeah. I think I should be wearing my mask more when I'm out, but they're so uncomfortable. And with me filming with my glasses on and a mask, I'm really going to be suffering. So I don't want to add nothing extra to what I'm doing. So I got to just, maybe I need some Dayquil. I'm gonna make some tea and put a little Dayquil in there. That might knock out whatever's in my throat. Yeah. All right. So God bless. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. That was our main focus. And I wonder who's gonna be the lucky person who purchased this. It's gorgeous. And even if you purchase it, if you want a different color string, or maybe if you want me to add a sterling silver necklace and you pay more, it just depends on, what you're offering when you purchase it. Yeah. Okay, so God bless. Maybe we'll do another one because this was quite tedious. I don't want to sit here and do it again, as you see. But I want to make more. It's so gorgeous. It's beautiful. So I want to make a few more. I wanted to make one for this, and that would be real narrow, but this is a beautiful piece of glass that would make a beautiful, beautiful necklace, because I'm sure that's what it was. Of course, I got it like this in a grab bag, but I'm sure it was a pendant at some point. I'm not sure, but it has some beautiful ridges, and it's a beautiful piece of glass. And I would love to make these crystals, but I got to figure out a way to cut it. Maybe, you know what, maybe we can still do it and tie it here, but how would you make the crown? It had to be a long crown to go all the way up and over that arch. That's a great idea. I just realized how I can do it. The crown can come around here because you can't tie a point here. That wouldn't work because it'd be fat here and then it gets skinny. So I don't know, but I'll figure it out. But God bless. And please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.